Buddy Daddy's story time. Buddy Daddy's story time. Buddy Daddy's story time. Buddy Daddy's story time. Have a look. We're gonna grab a book. Take a seat. It's gonna be a real treat. Totally wrong key, but that's okay. This guitar is impossible to play. It's a toy or something. Anyways, good evening, buddy. Hope you had a wonderful day at school. Welcome to a new edition of Buddy Daddy Storytime. It's been a while, hasn't it? So, without further ado, tonight we're going to read The Berenstain Bears and theTruth. I don't know. When I was a kid, these guys were like one of my favorites. I had a lot of the different books because there's just so many of them, and I always wanted to live in, well, you'll see, they live in a tree house. I thought it was kind of cool. Their house was a tree. How cool is that? Anyways, hopefully you can hear me. I'm not going to pause to check the sounds, but really hope that you can. Yeah, let's get reading. So, this says, what does it say? No matter how you hope, no matter how you try, you can't make truth out of a lie. And there's Brother Bear crossing his fingers. Some people think cross your fingers will tell a lie. It's not lying, it's still lying. Alright, the Berenstain Bears, the Berenstain Bears, and theTruth by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Also, everything I see is backwards, so if I go the wrong way, just maybe, well, I'll fix it. Anyways. Alright. First page. Hopefully you can read that with me. It was a lazy sort of day in bear country. The air was so still that the leaves on the big house where the bear family lived were hardly rustling, except in the beehive, where the bees were always busy. Nothing much seemed to be happening. It was the sort of day that sometimes leads to mischief. Inside the treehouse, Brother and Sister Bear were sitting around, not doing anything in particular. That's the treehouse I was talking about. Pretty cool, huh? Brother was holding his soccer ball. He'd been interested in soccer and had been outside practicing free kicks. Sister was relaxing in an easy chair, thinking about what to do next. Neither Papa nor Mama was around. Papa was in his shop working on some furniture, and Mama was out shopping. "I know what," said Sister. "Let's go gather some wild blackberries." Brother thought about that. "No," he said, "wild blackberries have too many thorns. And besides, the seeds get stuck in your teeth." "Well then," said Sister, "let's go out and twist each other around on a swing and let's see who gets the dizziest." Brother thought about that. "No," he said, "that's silly. And besides, we did that yesterday." Sister became irritated and impatient with Brother. Ooh, look at it. She's getting miffed. All right. "My goodness," she complained. "You don't want to do anything. All you want to do is sit here and hug that soccer ball." "I am not," protested Brother. "But I'll tell you something. I bet I can dribble this ball past you." Brother was a pretty good soccer player and a very good dribbler. But so was Sister. The only one who saw what happened next, besides the cubs, was a mockingbird who was perched on a twig outside an open window. Brother faced Sister. The ball was on the floor between them. First, brother moved the ball with his right foot, then with his left, trying to trick sister out of position. Then, quick as a flash, he gave the ball a sharp kick to his right. With his right. It almost worked, but sister was fast too. She reached out with her knee and blocked the ball, which bounced against the bookshelf, against a chair, against a footstool, and into Mama's most favorite lamp, which fell to the floor with a crash. The mockingbird let out a screech and flew out of there as fast as its wings could carry it. And it flew away and saw Mama Bear returning from the marketplace. Now the bear family had some house rules, just as any other family has. One was no eating honey in bed. Another was no tracking mud on the clean floors. And another was no playing ball in the house. No, no, no. No ball in the house. Whoops. What to do? Brother looked at sister. Sister looked at brother. They both looked at the broken lamp. And they both listened in horror as Mama came up the front steps and into the house. All brother had time to do before Mama came into the room was roll the ball behind Papa's chair. My lamp, said Mama. My best lamp. What happened? She asked, looking into her cub's eyes. Tell me about it. The cubs looked into Mama's and then at each other's, and they began to tell one of the biggest whoppers that has ever been told in bear country. Do you know what a whopper is? It's like a really big lie. All right. It was a bird, began brother. Yes, added sis. A big purple bird with yellow feet. And green wingtips too, added brother. And funny looking red feathers sticking out of its head, said sister, as a finishing touch. As most lies do, the purple bird whopper got bigger and bigger. Yes, continued the cubs, and it flew in that window, zoomed around the room, and knocked over the lamp. As Mama Bear was looking at the broken lamp with a sad expression on her face, Papa Bear came in from his shop. The cubs began to tell the story of the big bird that flew in the window and broke the lamp. It was harder to tell the second time. For one thing, they couldn't quite remember how they had told it the first time. Man, they do not look impressed, Mama and Papa Bear. All right. You've got me confused, said Papa. Was it a purple bird with green wingtips and yellow feet? Or a yellow bird with purple wingtips and green feet? Or was it a white bird with black spots? Like that soccer ball behind my easy chair. But the thing that really made it hard the second time was how very sad Mama looked as she picked up the pieces of the broken lamp. Poor Mama Bear. She looks so sad. Where are we? Mama, we're really sorry about the lamp, said Bro. Yes, said Sister. Yes, oh yes, said Sister, picking up the last piece. Sorry, I'll start again. Oh yes, said Sister, picking up the last piece and putting it in the dustpan. Oh, said Mama, I'm not worried about the lamp. We can always get another lamp, or we can glue this one back together. What I'm sad about is the thought that maybe, just maybe, my cubs, whom I've always trusted, aren't telling the truth. And trust is not something you can put back together again. Both cubs started to talk at once. It wasn't a bird, said Sis. It was a soccer ball. And it was my fault, shouted Brother. It was just as much as my fault, shouted Sister. But they were both shouted down by the phone, which rang loudly. Bring, 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 bring. Let's see who it is. Who could that be? Let's see. It was Grizzly Gran inviting the Bear family for a Sunday visit. Hello, Gran, said Mama. I forget the voices. Oh, everything is fine over here. Everything is just fine over in the treehouse. Over here in the treehouse. How's everything with you? But Mama, protested Sis after Mama hung up the phone. You told Gran that everything is fine over here, and that isn't really the truth. Oh, but it is, answered Mama. We've got two fine cubs who have just learned a very important lesson about telling the truth. And what could be finer than that? Now, let's help Papa glue that lamp back together. Glue the lamp back together. Nobody really expects cubs to be perfect, and from time to time, Brother and Sister did forget the rules. Brother ate honey in his bed a couple times. One time, Sister tracked mud on the clean floor. And once or twice, Brother and Sister started to play ball in the house before they remembered not to. But they never, ever again told a whopper, because trust is one thing that you can't put together once it's broken. That's true. Trust is easily broken, very, very difficult to put back together. The end. Well, that was a good story. Thank you for reading with me. That's all I got for tonight. I miss you, buddy. I can't wait to see you again. I hope you have sweet dreams. And dream about you, me, and Mommy, and Margie, and baby girl, and Ollie doing something fun. Pick. Alright, I love you guys. Have a very splendid evening. Good night. Mwah. I came back. I'm back. Sorry, I forgot something. I love you, Omega Infinity, both of you. I love you guys so much. Sweet dreams, guys. Love you.